Hello, beautiful souls out there. How are you doing? Because I have been healing a lot. I have been diving deep into some traumas of being vulnerable. I feel a lot of unworthiness coming up to the surface. And I guess I'm not the only one, because unworthiness is a big core consciousness for so many. It's so many. Maybe even like every human, almost every human, I do believe, feel unworthiness in some area of their lives and at some point. And I do want to say I'm beautiful, but I do feel a little bit like shit. I know I don't am shit, but I do feel a little bit how I look. Like I want to be inside. I want to stay at home. I want to just cozy up, like take care of myself, because it's been a really tough week. But this last couple of days, like the weekend, has been wow. It's been some energy shifts or big energies that I can't even explain what I have been experiencing. Actually, it is at some moments I feel like out of my body. It feels like I'm just walking around in my, like, I just looking out at my reality and my body is just moving. It has it has been so weird, actually. And then I get a lot of anxiety because I feel like nothing is real, and it's been so confusing. And a lot of trauma, as I told you, has been coming up. So yeah, the awakening journey can be really tough, especially when these diving deep in your deepest wounds, deepest traumas comes up. But after trauma comes blessings. So I wanted to draw some cards, because I feel like I am not the only one feeling this. And I love my cards. I love my tarot and oracle cards, and I love our guides and how they are helping us, because it's a tough time to be alive. Actually, we have to be truthful. Like it's and I know what the guides want us to learn. I want so many ascended masters have walked this earth and are walking on this earth, and we are the becoming ascended masters. Maybe in this lifetime, maybe in another lifetime, it doesn't really matter, but we are evolving at that state of being. We are becoming the masters, the ascended masters in our own life. And to come to that truth, you have to go you have to go through those wounds that we are carrying inside of us, and we have to go through life as it is. We can't dodge the pain. We can't really go around it or dodge it or jump over it. We can't quantum jump, but then we have to go through the pain. We have to feel it, and it freaking hurts. It's tough. And I have these 2 cards. I have an astrology deck, which I love. I love astrology. I see it as a human experience map. And yeah, I love it. And I have these 2. And I think I said it, like, from speaking your truth, from being truthful to yourself and others, but mostly to yourself, the blessings will come. And the blessings is in you. I feel like the blessings comes from being truthful, and being truthful is also to be vulnerable, to speaking up, to not, and that can be a tricky one. It can be actually a really tricky one, because I have always been like this, that I want to serve others. I want to be there for others, and I want to, in my family, I want to love everyone. I want to serve them, and I want to be there for them all the time, in every moment. I don't want them to feel bad ever, and therefore I do everything. But I'm not seeing. I'm forgetting the blessings. I'm forgetting that that all of this is the human experience. Like, they are actually having their own experience, and I have mine. And I have, in my own wounds, I have a hard time to be vulnerable, like to show, if it is my spouse or my child, my best friend or mama. I have a trouble, like, crying in front of them. I have a really hard time being vulnerable, because my mind say it's weakness. I'm weak. I'm not strong if I show them how I really feel. If I say to them how I really feel, maybe they don't. Maybe they would judge me because I'm weak. My mind says. But I have found out that is in that experience, my gift is the wounds. My gift is that I'm not it. My truth is, I'm not it that I am experiencing. Can you see that? I am not that wound. When I see it from an overview, it's so clear to me that, of course I'm not of course I'm not that person who sees myself as a wound, as a wounded healer. That's my wound. And I don't need to be there for everyone all the time, because I'm forgetting myself. And I think a lot of people are like this. Maybe you are, like, you're giving so much, but we totally lost the concept of giving to ourselves and receiving. Like, maybe someone else want to give you some help or comfort, but we are like, no, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not wounded. I'm strong, and I am healed, and yes. And we couldn't be more wrong, actually, because we are carrying a lot of wounds, and our soul carry a lot of baggage with it. Maybe you are new to this world. Maybe it's easier for you, but maybe you have some wounds from your childhood, traumatic childhood events. But a lot of us has been here for a while, like lifetimes, and we are carrying a lot of baggages just from this life. And I don't want us to be like focusing on the past, but the past will come up. It will re-enter your life when you are healing. It would just, your wounds will just come. You will just meet someone that is triggering you for no reason, from nowhere. You will be triggered, and there's the wound. There's the wound, and there's the gift. And we need a lot of heart healing on this planet, because we are carrying a lot of wounds in our heart, and in our mind. We heal through the heart by speaking our truth, and with being truthful, and being truthful in ourselves, to ourselves, so we then can be it in the world. That is a lot of healing just in itself, to be truthful. Like I'm sitting here, I am being myself. I'm being myself to you. I'm not... my mind just closed. Because I have actually, before, I have had a problem with pausing. I have problem with pausing in a video. Because then I said to myself, I am not well prepared. I cannot do this. I cannot pause. That's wrong. But now I am just, I don't care anymore. I guess you're not allowed to swear on YouTube, maybe. But I'm being myself, and I'm being honest, and I want to be vulnerable, because I know there is so many out there who thinks like someone who is guiding others has to be healed. Someone who is coaching or guiding or healing others, they has to be healed. They has to be whole. We are whole in a sense, but as I said in another video, maybe I will experience this the rest of my life. I don't know that. And we have to be comfortable in accepting that we are not fully healed. Things will come up because we have a lot. And sometimes when something comes up, we heal a part of it. Maybe it's like this big. And when it comes up, you heal a tiny bit of it, a piece of it. But then you have to experience it maybe a lot of more times. And that is not nice to hear. I know. I know. And I have experienced that this weekend. It's been really painful, actually, emotionally. But then I just when I really let go of it, my guides help me. They help me to they draw it out of me. And they draw my soul, my higher self. They draw my soul down to the ground to be healed. They draw it down, so I can be experienced instead of being it. And it feels really painful, but I know that they are helping me, and they are guiding me, and they are there for me. It's actually pretty hard to explain what I'm going through when I'm going through my healing, but I see it from an observed perception. I observe myself cry. I observe myself releasing all of the baggage. I observe myself letting go of the things that I'm crying for, or screaming at, or screaming for. I have felt a lot of anger, and a lot of sadness, like grief. A lot of grief and sadness. Oh yeah. So today I wanted really to do a video. I really wanted to do a video. And before I end this, I actually want to see this, these two cards, what they mean in this guidebook. The soul. Do you hear my little girl? She's crying downstairs. But as a parent, you need to hear that sometimes. It's pretty heartbreaking, but they are in their experience too. The moon, the soul. All things must come to the soul from its roots, from where it is planted. What does your gut say? The moon asks. This card is all about mystery, feeling, and hidden messages. The moon is receptive. That I am not so good at, be receptive sometimes, but sometimes it happens. It governs intuition and self-protection. Its placement by sign and house indicate those areas to which we are the most emotional or sensitive. The moon represents what is felt instinctively and what is at the core of our emotions. Oh, a lot of wounds in there. The moon, in astrology chart, the moon is our soul. It shows the intimate side of who we are. The moon represents security, the home we grow up in, the need to hide away and recoup our energies. It is the female principle that is darkly moist and yielding. So the moon can signify our relationship with our mothers as well as pregnancy. It also signifies our grandmothers and even old age. So geriatric issues can arise when this card turns up. Or maybe you're pregnant. Shyness, reticence, I don't know all the English words, sorry. Things that occur in the darkness. The moon shows how we respond emotionally and what we feel most deeply. Like I said, like unworthiness. Like I felt a lot of unworthiness and insecurity of who I am, not what I want, but what I can achieve. Like believing in myself, believing in who I am, believing in my powers of who I am, in my light, and what I can do for others. That's a important one. Yeah, so the moon is all about emotion, deep emotion, and the dark side of what we feel, like our conscious, our unconscious, is it right? Unconscious. Feeling how we feel safe with like expressing ourselves. Do we feel safe by expressing our emotions? And how are we managing them? How are we responding? I feel like something is trying to move through me, like something wants to be channeled, but I'm not really there now, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, higher self, but I just read this instead. Substance abuse issues may touch your life, not you necessarily, but certain energies or persons surrounding you. After growing close to someone, the energy may feel smothering or restrictive. Insecurities may arise. There may be feelings of paranoia, clinginess. Okay, it can be a lot. If you have some food issues, food abuse, or you're smoking, drinking, exercising a lot or nothing, all of these abuse issues that we have, and how we are judging them. Look at your own life and what you have, because a lot of people have something. Like, even I have issues with stuff, not so much anymore, but it has been much worse, and it's a lot of worthiness in it. It's a worthiness thing, to be in it. Like, I'm not worthy, therefore I do this stuff. So look into that worthiness and your addictions. And it's nothing wrong with it. Remember that. It's nothing wrong. It's just a behavior. It's a pattern from the unworthiness. So look over it. But like, why you are doing it. But do not judge yourself for doing it. It will play its role, and it will unravel how you will end it. Some just end it right away, and some has to heal it, like, or being triggered from time to time, and they have to do it again, and then they quit, and then do it again. And yeah, be nice to yourself. Okay, let's see these blessings, if it's something more to say. And things aren't always as they seem like. That's coming through pretty hard. Pretty much. Like, when you are in these wounds, you can sometimes, the mind or the ego takes over and says, now you are this. Maybe you were happy yesterday, but that doesn't count now, because now you are this. You are in your wound, and this is what you are. This is your life. This is what you will ever be. This is all that you are. And you have to see beyond that. If you have been in higher consciousnesses, that you have been in your power, that you are feeling like, I can do anything. I can rule the world. I'm the queen of my own world and my own reality. Then remember that is your truth, actually. And when you're in that wound, don't hold so tight to that feeling. Let it go away by itself. It will pass if you just breathe. Okay, the last one. For the 6 blessings. Everything was beautiful and nothing hurt. A grand trine is when 3 planets aspect each other at 120 degrees. This says nothing to me, really, actually. It's just their precisions. A grand trine is considered to have an easy flowing energy, and to be an incredibly lucky aspect. So you can say, when you have healed a part of you that's been in your way, the blessings will come because you have found something within you. You have found a secret part of you that has been missing. You have been, by speaking your truth and by healing something within you that has been hurting you a lot, you will see that the flowing energy, the bigger part of you, the who you truly are, it will come forward. It will show you ways that you haven't been seen before, or you will actually speak your truth much easier. It will be easier to just be you. Do you know? Do you get me? You will feel more whole, in wholeness and completion, and in more harmony. And this will inspire you to do what you have always wanted to do. So, okay, let's sum this up. This weekend for me, maybe not for you, but it has been a lot of healing, a lot of dark secrets coming up to the surface from the collective. And we are all healing this together. A lot of core wounds, a lot of unworthiness, and expectations that everything will be all right. Everything will be all right if I just see myself being me. If I just feel all right, I will be all right. Everything is all right. I can do this. And then we break down because we have our wounds. We have to heal. We come out of this healing process. We let it go. We let it release. We get help from our guides. We're just being. We're loving ourselves through it. And then from this healing and by speaking our truth, the blessings will come. It will be an easier flowing energy that will move you through anything. And that is why we do this. That is why we are here. We are here to heal the world, but to heal our own wounds, and to heal our wounds will heal the world. It will heal the collective. And if you're going through the awakening, I cheer you on. It's an incredible experience to be more whole and to be more one with yourself, and to be in a tighter connection with your higher self. Because it's like when you heal, in the beginning, your higher self it's more apart from you. It's still you, but it's still a part of you, but it's not so easy to hear and to understand. But the more you heal, you get like more and closer and closer and closer and closer. And it's all of your darkness or all of your wounds, they come up because the higher self comes closer to you. It's more light. You're integrating more light. You're taking more light in, and therefore more darkness has to go out. That's how it is. That's how we heal. And last card, I think. It's beginning to be a long video, but the body. I have myself been experiencing a lot of anxiety and anger and this lower consciousnesses when I have been eating like junk food, meat, not drinking enough water, when I'm not taking care of my body. I'm more sensitive, and I don't feel so good, actually. I have been really sensitive. And if you're not feeling so good, then I will recommend you to take care of your body and take care of yourself, like for real, because I haven't been doing it, and I have not been feeling good. Sometimes I feel good, but sometimes I feel like I can feel good emotionally, but my body feels so incredibly heavy. It feels so yucky. It feels this blah. And I have always loved pizza and candy and cinnamon buns and all of this, and coffee. And I have stopped drinking alcohol. I can't really do that anymore. I don't feel good. I don't like it. And I have loved it before. Now I don't. And yeah, this junk food, I don't feel myself when I do that anymore. So I will just have to stop. And that is it's a big journey of itself, to stop things that you have always been doing and that has been your comfort zone. So I have cried some over it. I have some, what's it called? Separation anxiety, like from all these goodies and all this good stuff, because I love it. And I think I will do a video just about growing apart from yourself. Growing apart from yourself, I think the video will be, because I have a lot to talk about that's in the awakening journey, and how you are growing away from so many stuff that you have to release, and it's really annoying and it's not fun, but it's something that we have to, or maybe don't have to, but we will be like kicked in the butt from the guides and from our higher self if we don't change our habits, because we don't feel good. So yes, take care of your body. Take care of your body, and you will feel more. You will feel more freer and more lighter, and the light will come in so much easier if we take care of it. If we flush out all of the toxins. But more of that in another video. I have to go now. But thank you for listening. I love you really much. And all of you who are listening to this, I hope you get something out of it. But mainly, I'm just very glad that I'm doing this, because I know I don't do this for myself, only for myself. I do it for people who are experiencing the awakening and experiencing some pretty heavy stuff right now. And I want you to know that we are doing it together. Like, we are doing it together. And we are doing this in a way of healing one another. So I'm so glad that I can share my experience with you and my secrets of how we do this. And that will be another time. So I love you. Bye, bye, bye.